wrong with you? What did I do?
You drove us here! God, there's like 1 million people in that class. It's like Woodstock.
Hello?
What the hell?
Hey.
Family freezes in car. Police officer burned alive.
What if Wind Chill wasn't the hero, but the villain all along? This recap is about to start a war in the comments. The story begins at a university, where we meet a student named Emily. She wants to return home, so she chats with her friend, who suggests checking the campus notice board. Students use this board to offer or request rides, and there's a chance someone heading toward Delaware, where Emily lives, might be willing to give her a lift. Emily checks the board and sees a ride offer from a student named Guy. She contacts him, and soon, Guy arrives with his car, and the two set off together to drive and talk. Emily gets the odd feeling that Guy already knows quite a lot about her. Guy then confesses he's in her class, though Emily never noticed him before. They stop at a gas station where Emily wants to use the washroom. However, she had just applied nail polish to her feet, so Guy carries her on his back into the station. Once inside, the bathroom door locks automatically, and although Emily bangs on the door, no one responds. She sees Guy talking with the station worker, but it seems they didn't hear her. Eventually, the door unlocks, and Emily angrily confronts Guy, confusing him and the worker. Guy offers to pay for water, but when Emily offers her share, he refuses, saying he doesn't take money from friends. They continue their journey, but suddenly Guy exits the highway. When Emily questions him, he says it's a shortcut. Emily then realizes Guy lied. He doesn't live in Delaware. Confronted, Guy admits he just wants to spend time with her because he liked her and read her messages in class. Just then, a car nearly crashes into them, and in avoiding it, Guy's car gets stuck in the snow. Both step out to find the other car has vanished without leaving any tire marks in the snow, a disturbing and unnatural detail. Emily, cold and anxious, returns to the vehicle. Guy asks to come in too, but she refuses, blaming him for their situation. Guy decides to walk back to the gas station for help, while Emily stays in the car and hears a chilling weather alert on the radio about an incoming snowstorm with temperatures dropping to -30 degrees C. While waiting, Emily sees a shadowy figure, but receives no response when she calls out. Eventually, Guy returns and claims the gas station was closed, which raises Emily's suspicion. It's a 24-hour station, and it's far away. She doesn't believe his story. Guy appears to be in pain, and Emily notices blood behind his ear. He finally admits he was injured earlier and didn't make it to the station. Emily, still upset, learns the truth. Guy only posted that ride notice so he could be near her. Though angry at first, she forgives him. Suddenly, the car heater stops working, and they discover the fuel tank is leaking. They're now stuck with no heat. Later, Emily steps outside and spots priests in the distance. She alerts Guy, who follows them to a house filled with strange and disturbing sights. Meanwhile, a police officer passes by Emily's car. She tries to get his attention, but her glove burns when she touches him. His face is terrifying, inhuman, and a snake slithers from his mouth. Horrified, Emily faints. Guy returns and wakes her. Emily recounts what she saw. They get back into the car. Soon, a different police officer shows up and insists Emily get in his car. Sensing something off, she refuses. When he becomes aggressive, Guy hits him from behind with an iron rod. A strange wave of energy passes through them, and suddenly they find themselves back in Guy's car, unsure if what happened was real. But the bloodied iron rod is still in Guy's hand, proving it was. Cold worsens. The rod freezes to Guy's hand, injuring him. Emily notices a newspaper Guy had brought, revealing disturbing past events. The road they're stranded on is haunted. The article mentions a corrupt police officer who caused multiple deaths here, including priests and travelers. Everyone Emily and Guy had seen were not alive, but spirits trapped in a haunting loop. That night, Emily has a vision of the evil officer dragging a woman from her car, abusing and killing her. She wakes up terrified, and Guy comforts her. Suddenly, the car begins to shake violently, but then stops. Guy's condition deteriorates. His head injury is worse than he let on. He admits he couldn't make it far due to internal bleeding. Emily, desperate to save him, climbs a telephone pole, and calls for help on the emergency line, though the connection is weak. Upon returning, she sees the spirit of the murdered woman. Terrified, she rushes back to the car, only to find Guy's died. Heartbroken, she places his body outside. Just then, a snowplow arrives. It's the emergency crew that responded to her call. The driver loads Guy's body and takes Emily with him. During the ride, the driver explains the chilling history of this road. In 1950, a corrupt police officer began orchestrating deadly accidents to rob and kill travelers. In 1953, he caused a crash that killed 2 boys and also died in it himself. But every Christmas, his spirit returns to reenact his crimes. In 1961, the frozen bodies of priests were found nearby. All signs point to this being a cursed and haunted stretch of road. Suddenly, another car approaches, swerving to avoid them, and crashes into a ditch, just like the 1953 incident. The driver sees priests nearby and watches a vision of the past. The priests, aware of the officer's evil nature, let him die instead of helping. His vengeful spirit later killed them. As the driver investigates, the officer's spirit rises from the fire and freezes him to death. Emily, watching in horror, runs to start the snowplow, but fails. The officer's spirit attacks her, but before he can strike, Guy's spirit appears and saves her with the iron rod, just like in her earlier vision. A wave surges through them again, and Emily finds herself back in the car with Guy's dead body. Morning arrives. Emily sees Guy's spirit outside, guiding her towards safety, but he leads her through the priest's house to the gas station, where an ambulance arrives. Emily is saved. She realizes Guy never meant any harm. He just wanted to spend time with her. She clutches a photo she took of him and weeps, filled with regret and sorrow. To final reveal, it's explained that the corrupt police officer's spirit is trapped in a time loop. Every year, he replays his death and continues to kill innocent people, including Guy and the snowplow driver. But this time, Guy's spirit broke the cycle by saving Emily, proving his love for her. Though he couldn't save himself, he gave Emily a second chance. And with that, the haunting story ends in bittersweet silence. Yes, what if Wind Chill isn't just the setting but the true villain? The freezing storm traps victims, disables their escape, and brings the past back to haunt them. It's not just ghosts, it's the cold itself, feeding on fear and death. The cop may have started it, but the storm keeps the curse alive. In the end, Wind Chill isn't just a title, it's the monster. Got a better theory? Drop it in the comments. The best take gets a shout out in our next video.